The audio is really quiet because that was early morning. I was trying not to wake people. Hi, welcome to Team Snacc, and I'm here to show you the importance of proper goal setting. So a system that a lot of people use is the SMART goal setting system, which is SMART is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. So what that means is you have a specific goal. So rather than I want a lot of money, you say I want $50,000 or I want $100,000, something like that. Measurable is that you could measure it and you can see month to month how far along you're coming with that goal. Attainable is it's actually within your realm of your realm of reach. I can say I want $1 million, which is very specific. It's very measurable, but is it obtainable to me right now? Probably not. Relevant, is it relevant to me? Why do I want $1 million? Well, I want to be able to support my family. I want to be able to buy a nice car, blah blah blah, whatever. And timely, it has to has a set time which you have to reach it by. Without all of these, then the goals they don't motivate you to get working on it. So in order to set an example, I'm going to share with you some of my old goals, which I've had saved for a few years. So these old goals were from way back. I want to say 2015, 2016, something like that. This is when I started actually writing my goals down on a piece of paper. But they didn't follow the SMART formula so much. So these are old goals when I first started writing down goals. And I'm not gonna really censor this for you. This is the old me. Kind of embarrassing to be releasing this into public, but at the same time, I've grown beyond this point, and I've gotten better since this. So we'll let's get to it. So the first goal: more healthy living. Eat better than TV dinners, soda, energy drinks, boba. Get some exercise in, brush my teeth, floss my teeth, more water. So I was drinking a lot of soda at the time. That was pretty much all I was drinking. I would drink water occasionally when I got really thirsty in my mouth or my throat was parched. But I was eating like crap. My lunch, I would bring a TV dinner to work every day, and I would eat that. I didn't really meal prep at the time, and I drink a lot of energy drinks, and I drink a lot of boba, and I wasn't really working out at the time, so I was kind of neglecting my teeth. I didn't drink a lot of water, so it was not a healthy time for me. My breakfast was usually cereal, some sugary cereal, something like that. So it was just not healthy. And I knew I wanted to get more healthy, but this wasn't specific. It wasn't meal prep and eat that 5 or 6 times a week. It wasn't exercise 4 to 5 times a week. It wasn't, my current goal is I will easily reach 170 pounds at 10% body fat by December 31st, 2019. So that's very specific. 170 pounds, 10% body fat. It's measurable. I can stand on the scale every week or every month and find out where I am on that goal. And I can do the body fat measurement tests all around my body and find out, or kind of look at it by eye, see where I'm at. This is obtainable. This is 20 pounds, which if I lose 1 pound a week, which is very doable for a lot of people, I can reach this easily in 23 weeks. This is relevant. I want to have a body that I've worked for, I'm proud of, I look good in, I can be confident. And this is timely. I've set a goal by December 31st, 2019, which is the end of this year. So that is a SMART goal. Versus before, more healthy living. Eat better than TV dinners. Eat better than soda. Drink better than soda. Drink better than energy drinks. Drink better than boba. Get some exercise in. How much exercise? How often should I be exercising? How long? It's not really specific. I can't measure, am I eating more healthy? Especially since I wasn't writing down what I was eating. I wasn't tracking what I was eating. So my next goal, study. I have that written down exactly like that. Look how many cool things to learn. Physics, chemistry, languages. Holy shit, languages are cool. I have a fascination with languages. I enjoy studying the grammatical structures, especially of other languages, and finding out. When I first start studying a language, I kind of learn the sounds they make, and everything just seems more logical in a lot of other languages, and it's really interesting to me. And I think that's why I picked up programming at some point, because those are also languages. They're just computer languages. So I kind of have a fascination with languages. This is something that I want to pick up. I want to be more fluent in Spanish. I want to pick French back up. I want to learn Tagalog because I have a ton of Filipino friends. And I want to learn Finnish because that seems like a really interesting language to me. So study. Look how many cool things to learn. Physics, chemistry, languages. Holy shit, languages are cool. And especially things to further your career, aka MCSA, etc. At the time, I was trying to earn a certification, the Microsoft Certified Systems Administrator. I think it's called the Systems Advisor now. And after that would be the Microsoft Certified Systems Expert or Engineer, whatever it's called. But with these, I could eventually work my way up to a project management position. I could make $120,000 a year. It'd be good living, at least to me at the time. So my next goal: less video games. Don't need to cut it off completely, but it should be after everything else. I enjoy playing video games, but it was often at the detriment of other things. More family time, board games, family movies, activities, parks, hikes, craft, etc. Right now, I have specific goals for my family. I will easily check in with the people important to me once a month to ensure our relationship is strong, healthy, and communicative. And I have some time goals set, so I have very specific, I set aside time every evening for the people who are important to me, and once every week or 2 weeks or so, I will have one very specific activity. It's okay, we're going to the park, or we're gonna go to the mall together, or something like that, where it's just me and them. The phone's put away. I'm not on social media or whatever. I'm focused on them, which is good quality time. But this old goal, more family time. Okay, so how much more family time? How long should it be? When are you setting it? Are you actually making sure that this goal is being kept? So my next goal: clean around the house. My poor family needs a clean house. I need more monies. Sad winky face or crying face, something like that. I enjoy setting these goals. So clean around the house. What am I cleaning? Am I doing the dishes? Am I taking out the trash? Am I wiping down the counters? Am I sweeping, mopping, vacuuming, anything like that? I don't know. Just clean around the house. I guess whatever looks dirty. My weekly goals: work out at least 3 times. Okay, so this one was specific, kind of. Work out 3 times. It was measurable, kind of. Work out 3 times. I can check it at the end of the week. Did I work out 3 times this week? Yes, no, whatever. Attainable? Yes, definitely. Relevant? I want it to look better. That was my goal. I wanted to look better. I wanted to have a better body. I didn't have a really specific goal in mind, except I want a better body. So that's why I was eating healthier, working out 3 times a week, whatever that led to. My next weekly goal, my MCSA/MCSE, something I already talked about. 8 hours of study. 8 hours of study a week breaks out to, roughly an hour and 15 minutes every day. 4 hours of labs minimum. I had a lab environment set up, some like virtual machines, stuff like that. That's not really relevant, so it was altogether about 8 hours in the week. My language study, 4 hours minimum. I think I was on Duolingo at the time. But it wasn't, I didn't really have like a really specific goal for what language I was studying. It was just go study that language. And for a while it worked out all right. I think when I took the bus to work at the time, it was a good solid hour ride. So I would spend that time studying on Duolingo. No more than one soda. Weekends equal relax time. I'm not even sure what I meant by this. I'm sure one soda a week, but weekends equal relax time. Like, what does that mean to me? Models together. I have tiny Warhammer, Kings of War, whatever models that I spent a lot of money on, and they just kind of sat in a box being not assembled, not painted at all, whatever. 10 models a week. So I had a goal of getting 10 models a week together to have a nice looking army on the tabletop. Monthly goals. Significant advancement on MCSA/MCSE. All 6 sections should not be that hard to attain in less than a month, fucker. Labs included. No more excuses. I hate you. So, I was kind of putting myself down there, especially since I've been working on this goal for so long. I have some old goals here as well. These are kind of newer goals than what they were, but they were a little bit closer to the SMART formula: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, timely. But I recognize that they weren't exactly there yet. So at the top, I had to be turned into solid goals. These are too meh. My daily goals, new daily goals: 1 hour tidy around the house. So I wanted to do 1 hour of just cleaning around the house, going to any surfaces and getting anything that doesn't belong there and putting it where it does belong. Dishes, table, room, laundry, etc. At least 1 hour of tech study. That was the MCSA/MCSE. 30 minutes of math, 30 minutes of language, enjoying time with the family. At the end of the day, write down what was done. So I was keeping track of my calories. I was keeping track of the hours that I put into everything, so that I can find out, okay, I'm spending this much time working, I'm spending this much time studying for my certifications, I'm spending this much time exercising, I'm spending this much time on video games, spending this much time sleeping, etc. All that stuff. So I was keeping track of how much time, just so I can kind of adjust and make better goals, I guess. My weekly goals: Saturday, bigger cleaning. So I was gonna scrub down the surfaces, the bathrooms, clean the kitchen, collect all the trash, make sure all the laundry is done and put away. These are very specific goals to keep the house clean. They're measurable. Did I do this? Yes. They're attainable. Of course, I can clean the house. Is it relevant? We wanted a nice, clean environment. Was it timely? Well, once a week, yes. 2 blocks of tech, or 8 hours practice/catching up with tests. Practice tests or catching up with tests. So this was working on the certification. Weekly car maintenance. I had nothing written down here, just weekly car maintenance. My Sundays: relax or take on a project. Look at past week. What can be done better in the coming week? Spend an hour. I had some mind practice or mind palace thing going on for my test, which helped with one of the tests. I don't know if I'm going to continue doing that in the future. My monthly goals: monthly car maintenance, due around the 15th, so I have some money. Again, what is monthly car maintenance? I didn't have anything written down. Dust my computers, dust fans, window blinds. So I take the computers out and blow them out of dust. Dust the fans so that when they turn it on, it's not just spreading dust everywhere. Dust the windows and blinds. My collections and donations, etc., go out. So every month I would take the cans to recycling, and I would take all the clothes that we're donating, take it down to Goodwill or something like that. And then somewhere I had, here we go. So I think these were the most recent goals that I had before I started this smart system. I had several goals written that I wanted immediately in my life. I had their priority. I had most of them had an end date in mind. And I think I got the system from Brian Tracy. He said, list everything that's important to you, right? You know, the highest priority is A, second priority is B, third priority is C, something like that. And then like priority D is anything that can be delegated, given to someone else, and then E is everything else. And I think that was like the things that you can just throw away or forget about or something like that. So my goals were, I'm enrolled at the local community college in July. I know calculus in November. I have some investment in July. I have 2 decent / newish cars in April. I'm eating way healthier in August and working out. I'm able to hold a conversation in Spanish in January. I am having a nice wedding ceremony in April of 2018. I am in a house of April of 2018. And I have a personal AI linked to several aspects of my life in 2019. That was a big, lofty goal. So each one of these, I'm enrolled in a community college. I wanted to go back to school and obtain some sort of degree which would help my self-marketability, help me get a job. I know calculus in November. Calculus was something I wanted to pursue. I think for computer science would have helped me out when I was in college for that. I have some investments in July. What investments? Am I investing in stocks, REITs, drips, anything like that? What am I investing in? Doesn't matter, just some investments. I have 2 decent / newish cars in April. I wanted like some good, reliable cars so that my wife can continue taking my kids to school and I could get to work without taking the bus. I'm eating way healthier in August and working out. I think I wrote these in July. I don't remember when I wrote these, but I wanted to be eating way healthier by that time. I'm able to hold a conversation in Spanish in January. That's something I was working towards. I was practicing Duolingo every day. I was watching shows in Spanish, stuff like that. So I was working on it. I'm in a nice. I'm having a nice wedding ceremony in April 2018. So something that I was saving up for. I wanted a nice big traditional wedding ceremony. Something that I haven't been able to give my wife yet. I'm in a house in April 2018. I wanted to save up for a down payment, move in. We could actually have a house and not just be renting from someone. And I have a personal AI linked to several aspects of my life in 2019. I figured for this I can probably tap one of the existing AIs, Cortana or Siri or the Google Assistant or something like that, because they have APIs that you can kind of plug into. So I figured, I could run some automation through those or something like that. It was a pretty cool thought, but I fancied myself a regular Tony Stark at the time, so. So those are my old goals versus my new goals, which you can see in the goals reports, or the beginning of the year when I listed all the goals that I wanted this year. Those are very specific. For example, I will easily have $5,000 in investment. It's $5,000. That's how much I want in some sort of investment. And I have a bunch of investments listed on a page, so I can look into my best options at the time. And choose something, a mutual fund or an index fund or something like that, by December 31st, 2019. So it's measurable. I can measure how much I'm putting into this investment. I can measure how much is already in there, not just some investment. How much is that? It's attainable, I think, given my current salary. I think I could easily put aside, $300 or $400 a month and put it into investments. It's relevant. I want to have investments for the future. I want to have some money put aside and kind of working for me, expanding for me. And it's timely. It's by the end of this year. So I can easily check in every month. How much do I have in these accounts? How much do I have in investments? I can build up a portfolio from that. I will easily eat clean 5 to 6 days of the week, including my ongoing caffeine purge by December 31st, 2019. I can check in weekly. Did I eat clean 5 to 6 times this week? I've got my 1 or 2 cheat days. And my ongoing caffeine purge. Did I drink caffeine this week? That's, it's very specific. Eating clean 5 to 6 days a week. It's measurable. I can see how many days I ate clean. It's attainable, definitely. It's relevant to me because I want to lose fat, and I want to make sure that my body is healthy, and it's timely by December 31st, 2019. These new goals are a lot more measurable. They're a lot more specific. They're a lot more attainable. They're a lot more relevant. They're a lot more timely. I wouldn't say I'm perfect at goal setting yet. I'm not perfect at goal keeping yet. That will come with practice and as I do it. But it's definitely a lot better than the old goals that I had. And I will have these listed on the blog post. So if you go to the website, I'll have them listed there. This was a fun exercise in going back to the past. So I want to hear from you guys. If you want to share some of your old goals, maybe it's a bit embarrassing, but I put myself out here. I would love to see what old goals that you had versus the new goals that you're keeping. So let me know down below in the comments section, and I will see you later. Thanks. Thank you for watching Team Snacc today. If you found the content of this video helpful or entertaining, please like and subscribe today. Share it with all your friends, your family, your enemies, your frenemies, and your uncle.